I'm just going to do it like this. I'm live again. That was a bit of a mess for me. I kept hearing feedback on what I was trying to do, but so I'm just going back to the trusty phone for the moment. So this is my first kind of like live Q&A. I've got some questions that I'm going to answer that I was sent via Messenger. So thank you for the people who did that. But I'm also going to speak about a few things, and they're the most kind of common questions I hear that people come out with, especially on a weekend time. And it's how you can, one of them, the first one we're going to go through is how you can go out on a night out, have fun, and not ruin your dieting efforts. See, it's great during the week when you go out and you'll be kind of fully focused on your diet, fully focused on what you've got to do. But then the weekend comes, the Friday night comes, the Saturday night comes, and you want to go out and enjoy yourself. It leads to people asking the questions of what is the best alcohol to have, and can you have alcohol and this sort of thing. Now, you can. If you're doing what I tell people to do, which is track, you can actually still have your glass of wine, still have your beer, still have your vodka, still have your whatever, and still get results. It's just about prepping for it. And when I say prepping, what I mean is on the day you're going to go out, let's say it's a Saturday night or a Friday night, you're going to focus on not drinking too much or eating too much fat that day. The reason being, alcohol contains fat, so it's 7 calories per gram of alcohol. So again, it's still something towards your daily goal. So if you're going to go out, you need to make sure that you'll keep your daily intake of fat low. So this case basically will be, if you're going out on a Saturday night, you wake up, you have your regular foods, just cut out the fats, basically, as much as you can. This isn't the best to do every single week, but it's a good way of kind of going out and enjoying yourself. The reason for this is also that the drinks start to pile up if you're going to go out for getting wasted. The drinks will start to build up. And what happens after that is that basically it dubs your fat burning ability. So if you hit your daily calorie intake for the day and you go out drinking, a lot of people then tend to go and have a kebab or chips or McDonald's or something else afterwards, and that's where the damage is caused. So you've had all your calories for the day, and then you start pounding thousands of calories on top of that with whatever you're eating. So the way to combat this is, one, have your diet for the rest of the day and save your calories effectively. The second bit is to make sure you have the less of the calorific drinks, so gin, vodka, and having that with a diet or a low calorie drink, so vodka and Diet Coke. It's about 55 calories, I think, per shot, something like that. That is going to be less damaging on, especially with the sugar you're going to get from beers and ciders and sweet wine. That's going to cause a lot less damage with the amount of calories you have for the day. So you can actually do that. I've done it myself before. It's difficult because you've got to make sure you're careful with what you eat for the day, but it means you can go out and have fun. You won't starve yourself, obviously, but you will feel a little bit hungry in the day, but you go out, drink, and you should be okay. The key is not eating afterwards. That's where the damage is done, like I said. So that's basically the first bit. I'm going to leave it a little bit longer as well, see if we get any more, but I don't think we're going to get any people join this simply because it's too nice outside. So second bit is why cheating on your diet can actually help accelerate your results. So when somebody comes to me and says dieting is I cheated on my diet. So when someone comes up to me and says, Tom, I had a Mars bar, or Tom, I accidentally had a chocolate cake a little bit yesterday and I felt really guilty. Not so bad. Reason being, it's not going to cause that much damage. Okay, so cheating isn't what you think cheating is. See, cheating on a diet for me is eating more calories than you should be in a day. Now, the reason why we do this is because every week, if you're dieting constantly every week, your body's going to get to the point where it's just not going to want to lose as much weight as you would possibly have. Your motivation goes down, your mindset goes down. So that needs to kind of be reboosted. And the way to do that is what we call a cheat meal. So that puts you over your calories. So rather than just having a chocolate bar on the day, which is technically cheating, but you're not actually having a cheat meal. A cheat meal is eating extra above. So if you kind of eat protein and carbohydrates for the day, then at the end of the day you can have your cheat meal, and the cheat meal will help you lose weight. The reason being, it increases something called leptin. I'm going to get too scientific with this, and leptin is the hormone that regulates your ability, your body's basically your body knows it can carry on losing weight because it knows the hormone's higher. The ghrelin level, which then goes lower. means that you can continue for another week feeling happy, feeling motivated, and pretty much smash your dieting goals. It's kind of like a bit, not trickery, but it kind of helps with things in mindset. For people who are actually constantly on a diet, you're more likely to binge, you're more likely to restrict yourself, and you're more likely to get in a rut. So that is kind of like the second part of that. The third part of what I'm going to tell you today is why ab exercises won't get rid of your belly and what to do instead. So the most common, this has to be the most common question, is how do I tone my stomach, or how do I get rid, or how do I tone up my legs? You can't do an exercise particularly to tone any certain area of your body. That's what we call spot training. Spot training, unfortunately, doesn't work. So that means that you can do any exercise you want and it's not going to tone a certain area of your body. So you could do 100 sit-ups every day, 100 crunches every day for the rest of your life, and if you're not focusing on this one other thing, you're not going to actually get results. And what is that one other thing? Diet. So there is a bodybuilding term, and it's abs aren't made in the gym, they're made in the kitchen. Doesn't mean you have to eat clean, 100% healthy food all the time, or cut out everything. Again, I don't believe in restrictive dieting like that, but it means you have to pay attention to what you're having. So you need to focus on the amount of food you have every day. Once you've done that, your body will start to get rid of the fat. Yes, you can do the exercises to help develop the muscle in the area you're looking, kind of wanting to tone up, as they call it. So you can do your ab exercises, you can do your crunches, you can do your squats, you can do your curls for your arms, you can do your tricep extensions for the back of your arms. But nothing's going to happen unless you've got the diet on the go. So that is the most important bit of kind of getting rid of your belly and getting that toned appearance as well. That is pretty much the most, it's the biggest myth out there when it comes to dieting and stuff. So I'm going to go into a couple of questions I've got, and if anyone has any, you can put them in. Like I said, we've had 1 or 2 viewers, but not at the moment. Again, like I said, the weather is far too nice. I'm going to have a barbecue after this, which again, I'm fine with. So the first one I had was how long does it take to lose a stone of weight? First thing I have a question with that is, why do you want to lose the weight? See, we all have an idea of a goal we want. So if you want to lose 10 pounds, you want to lose a stone, why? If it's because you want to get to a certain weight, why? What is that going to do for you? If it's because you think you're going to be toned at that weight, it's nothing to do with how much you weigh. Unfortunately, I can't put any pictures on this live feed, but if I could, I would show you. There's 2 pictures. If you Google, when you get a chance, if you Google same weight, one toned, Google same weight, toned, so you'll see 2 pictures. One is a lady at 60 kilos, another lady at 60 kilos. They look completely different. The reason being is because one has a higher muscle tissue and the other one doesn't, and that's what we class as being toned. So losing a stone is possible, but again, why? Second bit of this is you're going to lose a stone, probably average of about 2 pounds a week you're going to lose. So it's going to take you up anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks, depending on how fast you lose the fat. Now again, depending what your goal is, it might be slower than that, it might be faster than that. You might be happy just losing 5 pounds. I've seen someone who's changed completely from losing 5 pounds, for then someone else who's changed hasn't changed as much, losing 15 pounds. It depends. So the number figure is not the most important thing you want to look for. The measurements and the way you look is the most important. So that's when body recomposition, it's called, comes into it. Second question I have is the best exercises for legs. Again, I've just spoke about how toning up kind of doesn't work with just exercises, but there are a few ones. If you want to kind of develop your butt, if you want to kind of get the lines on your quads, which are the thighs, and the back of your legs, which are hamstrings, you can do things. The best one is squats, lunges, and if you work out in the gym, a leg press. So any of these are the best kind of way of doing that. Again, you're not going to get the definition unless you're not dieting. So those are most effective exercises for squats. They're great for building a butt, great for building good thigh definition and hamstring definition. Do it, but make sure you have a regular plan. Don't just do it for a few days. Don't do a few squats for a few days and then hope you look like you want to look in a week. You have to be consistent with it. You have to do it to a certain point. So making a plan and sticking to that plan is probably the best way to do it. And that is kind of like the best way for getting toned legs. Now, I'm going to save this video and I'm going to post it on my website and post it on YouTube and post it on Facebook a bit later, so you can go through this again. it's difficult for me not to ramble on, considering I'm live, but I'm trying my best. And again, this is the longest live video I've done. So if the two people that are currently watching, hello you two, can you put something in the hello box if you want to say hi? But while I'm waiting for any questions at all, I have other news, which is tomorrow is my seminar, and hopefully if you're set up for that, come along to it. I'm going to be revealing a lot more stuff in that than I've done in this live video here. I'm going to show you how the women I've been working with have been getting their results, and how you can too. Basically, there's a few things that I'm going to go through, are even bigger myths than that. So how you can lose a jean size in just 3 weeks. Yes, it's possible, and you don't have to starve yourself. How motivation and mindset is important, how you can incorporate it into your daily life to make it better, because that for me is the most important bit of this all. There's no point having a goal if you're not prepared to work for it. If you are prepared to work for it, there's something going on, there's something deeper going on. If it's a case of the why is not strong enough for you, so if you want to be, like I said before, 10 pounds lighter, why is it just a random number you picked out the air? If you want to be more toned because you want to look better in a bikini, why? What is your reason? There's got to be a deeper reason than just it sounds like a good number, or it's something that I've wanted to do for the last few years and haven't done. Because how many times have you tried it? How many times have you done it and not succeeded? So that's something else I'm going to talk about tomorrow. I'm not going to bother putting the link in it because I pretty much closed the seating for now. If anybody does want seats, you can message me, but like I said, by the time this goes up, it's going to be closed. And there's one thing I'm doing tomorrow as well, which I think a few people have looked at me and thought you're a bit weird, is I've bought biscuits to it. What kind of PT brings biscuits to a seminar about toning? An awesome PT actually does, because that's me. But yeah, so it's kind of like to show people that it's not about restricting yourself completely. I'm going to have an apple as an alternative choice if anybody wants to eat an apple. But that's basically what's going to be there for the start. So you come in, have a chat, have a cup of tea, have a few biscuits, sit down, and we're going to go through some basic life-changing stuff, because it's not just about what exercises you can do to get toned, what diet you can do to get toned, because again, dieting all works. It's just a case of finding what works for you best, and again, I'm going to go through that tomorrow, and I'm going to go through some of the exercises you can do as well. I'm also going to go through the mindset tricks. I don't like calling it tricks, but the mindset strategies you can use that, again, my clients have been using and the women I've been working with have been using to get results, and you can do that. Again, message me and I'll set you up for that tomorrow. So I think this has gone on long enough. Not bad for my first one. If you saw it earlier, it was a complete mess. I tried using new software and it didn't work very well, and now I'm rambling. I'm going to go and have a barbecue and enjoy the rest of this weather. I think, yeah, it's starting to get a little bit cloudy, but it's still hot out there, so I'm going to do that. I want you guys to do the same. Again, if you're dieting, track. Most important thing is to track. If you're not tracking, if you're not assessing, you're guessing. So do that for me, and I hope you enjoy this live video. Like I said, it's going to be going on my website and on YouTube. So have a great Saturday, everyone. Again, there's some tricks about how you can enjoy your night out, how cheating is going to help you out, and why, unless you do the one thing about dieting, you're not going to get rid of your belly. So any questions, let me know. Any messages you send to me, I will respond. I'll give you some advice, and yeah, have a good weekend. Bye. Oh, it's not finishing. This has gone so wrong.